Hey guys, and welcome back to the podcast. I'm your host, Laura Battles, and this week we will be reading Psalms 3, and then I have a few Resource Center updates, and then I want to talk real quick about some homeschooling things that can happen in 2026. So let's just dig on in and get going. So Psalms 3. O Lord, how many are my foes? Many are rising against me. Many are saying of my soul, there is no salvation for him in God. But you, O Lord, are a shield about me, my glory and the lifter of my head. I cried aloud to the Lord. He answered me from his holy hill. I lay down and slept. I woke again, for the Lord sustained me. I will not be afraid of many thousands of people who have set themselves against me all around. Arise, O Lord, save me, O my God. For you strike all my enemies on the cheek, you break the teeth of the wicked. Salvation belongs to the Lord. Your blessing be on your people. All right, that's Psalms 3. I love it. For the next week, I'll just be reading Psalms 1, 2, and 3. There's 150 Psalms. I've read through 3. We have 147 to go. So I guess this podcast will have to be in the works for about 3 more years. After that, we'll find a new book to read through. But anyways, on to some other things. The Resource Center. It's the end of 2025, which means in 3 short months, the homeschool convention will be going on. Make sure you get your tickets for the homeschool convention. This year, we are at the Hapo Center, which is awesome. So we get to be in the arena side of the Hapo Center all to ourselves. We'll have 3 breakout rooms. So we'll have 3 breakout sessions running all day. The convention starts at 8 and it runs to 6 p.m. So it's just one full packed day. We do have to share the Hapo Center with the dog show, the dog kennel show. So we will be on the arena side and the dog show will be on the expo side. It's going to be fun. You'll need to make sure you get a ticket if you want to go to the dog show. We'll make sure that the people want to come over from the dog show, they have a ticket. But otherwise, it's going to be great. We'll share the Hapo Center with the kennel, the people who are running the kennel show. But I already have like 35 or 40 vendors signed up for the convention. If you want to check out who those vendors are, you can go to the website. I'll link that in the comment section. And I have some speakers. I am working to get us some more speakers. I have lots already, but I have a few holes. So I'm just filling in those holes. And I want to bring in some of the best speakers for you guys for this convention. So that is the schedule, and all those speakers will be put on the website as well. I have the speakers that are currently confirmed on the website, and I'll add to those as I come. And then the speaker schedule will be eventually on the website. I'll put everything also on Facebook and Instagram. So let your homeschooling friends know, let your co-ops know about the convention. It's going to be great this year. I love that we are at the Hapo Center so that we can just have some room to spread out and not feel so cramped. And I loved working with the churches the last 2 years. They really supported us and loved on us as we grew. But this year we just needed some expansion. So we got the Hapo Center. Also, this next year, I'm having a Entrepreneurs Fair. The Resource Center is hosting the Entrepreneurs Fair. That is, I believe it's May 2nd. Double check. It's all, again, will be on Facebook, Instagram, the website. That will be for any child, 8 to 18, who has a business or wants to start up a business or maybe has a side business or, crochets or makes something that they want to sell more to just mom and dad and grandma and grandpa. They're ready to maybe tentatively step their foot out of the front door and see where this could go. And so that will be in May. I'll have more details, but I just want to let you guys know those 2 things are happening in the spring. And then I'll have some stuff happening in the fall. I'll also be hosting a few Homeschool 101 classes. So if you have friends or family that are looking into homeschooling and they're just not sure what the rules of the state of Washington are, I'll post those classes and you can share with your friends and family who are like, we really want to homeschool, but we don't know how to get started. And they can tune in from anywhere in the state. Now, I'm not a homeschool parent qualifier course. You have to could still direct you out to that course, but I can at least give you the information on how to start homeschooling and how like to follow the laws and like all those kind of things. And it doesn't matter if you live on the west side of the state or in the southeast corner, we're the southeast corner, the southwest corner. I can still help you out with the Washington laws. Now, I don't know all the laws of other states, but I can at least get you pointed if someone would want to hear like how you can get started homeschooling. So, with all that said, this podcast I think is going to be released the Wednesday before the 1st. So it's going to be December 31st, so New Year's Eve. And then that will be Wednesday. Thursday starts the first of the year. And then I think the following Monday, kids go back to school. And a lot of us kick up our homeschool. Some people wait an extra week. I haven't decided what my family is doing yet. But I just wanted to remind you guys that if you don't feel like sending your kids back to the public school for whatever reason, you're feeling like maybe you should homeschool your kids, that what's going on in the public school isn't working for your kids. They're really far ahead, they're behind, they're getting bullied. Or maybe you just have realized over Christmas break, winter break, that you have enjoyed hanging out with your family. You don't have to send them back. You can go in, you can unenroll them on the first day, submit your declaration of intent to the superintendent in your school district, and homeschool your own kids. You can do it. And I can sit here and help you walk through that process. But if you are just like, man, something doesn't feel right, but you're worried, it's halfway through the year, or at least I want to take them out at semester. Don't worry about any of those things. I unenrolled my kids from public school in December 3 years, I think it's 3 years, maybe 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. They were at Homelink, which, yes, Homelink is public school. Can I just tell you that? I have nothing against Homelink. I love Homelink. I love MCP. They are very supportive of parents who want to get the ball rolling with homeschooling their kids, but you still are a public school child. I don't know how to say that. Like, you're still affiliated with the public schools. So if you think you're an independent homeschooler because you are using Homelink, you're not. You are still a public school affiliate. And if that's fine with you, that's great. There are many benefits about homeschool at MCP, and I did a podcast about that earlier. You can go look it up. But if you're like, man, I just really don't want to be affiliated with public school altogether, but I'm using Homelink, this is the time, like right now, to unenroll. Just pull them out. There's ways to get curriculum for cheap and inexpensive. You could go to the library and just do, projects and all those kind of things if you want to unenroll your kids right now. But I'm just telling you, and I was not taught this until I was 2 years into it. Homelink does not mean that you are no longer affiliated with the public school. You totally are. If they tell you to jump, you ask how high and when. If you want to take an extra break, you would still have to report in. By us being independent, I am in charge of, or my family is in charge of, like, when we take breaks, when we do schoolwork. Sometimes we do schoolwork on the weekends. Other times we go through the summer. We start earlier and then we end earlier. So like we start in August and then we end in May. So we can flex that. We also roll through the summer. A lot of times in the summer we continue on. So I'm just saying all that to say, if you're at Homelink or MCP, you're still part of the public school system. And this is right now the best time to unenroll from the public school system. If you just are feeling like it is time for you to get out, do it now. Don't wait till the semester. Don't wait till the end of the school year and just trudge through. No, do it now. Just be a family. Go back to family first and teaching your children, and ignore all the comments out there of people saying, well, your kids are going to be behind, or they're not going to be socialized. They're going to be weird. Okay, FYI, we're all weird. Just by going to the grocery store and running errands, your kids are going to be socialized. I can guarantee, and I can't guarantee this, but 99% of people do some activity, whether it's church or soccer or, like my family, karate or baseball, softball, basketball. Your kids are getting socialized. So don't worry about it. Come down to the resource center and take some of the classes down here. There's lots of ways to not worry about those things. So my plea to you right now, if you hear my heart, is if you are feeling like, you know what, this public school thing isn't working, then just on January 7th, whatever that, not 7th, that's a Wednesday, that first Monday back in January, go down, unenroll them, submit your declaration of intent, make sure you follow the rules, and bring them home. That's all you have to do. It's that simple. And then I will host some homeschooling 101 classes, and you can figure out exactly how simple and easy it is to homeschool your kids and how much a blessing it is. You can create activities that they want to do and that they'll learn from. I mean, I remember when my son was in kindergarten, he was at public school, they were learning about penguins for like the first 6 months of the year. They did everything around penguins. We did math around penguins. They did science around penguins. They did sight words around penguins. So if they can come up and do that in the public school, you can create like a winter program that goes all the way through till spring. And then you can do something else in the spring. All right. With that said, I hope you guys have a great New Year's. If you have any questions, drop a comment in the comment section. You can email me at office@teachthechildren.net. I'll link all the stuff in the comment section. But just know that I am here to support you. The Resource Center is here to support you. The homeschooling community is here to support you. And we love you. And we know that you can do it. And we know that you can teach your children. Because if you have taught your children how to walk and talk and use the potty, you can teach them all those other things. So just know that you love your child more than anybody else. And no one else is going to be invested more in your child's education than you are, and seeing that your child succeeds. Let me tell you, I have 3 kids. I want them to succeed. I want them to be contributing members of society when they get older. And my husband and I are doing everything in our power to make sure they are set up to do that. But no one else is more invested in my children than my husband and I. And so we do everything we can to get them in front of the things that they're interested in. And whatever those things are for your children, you're going to make happen some way or another. And if you're like, man, my kid really wants to do this thing, but I don't know how to get there, let me know and we'll figure out a pathway. There are so many resources out there that you just don't hear about. And I can help you get connected with them and help your child succeed. So just know that I love you guys and I know that you can do it, and I'm here for you, and the Resource Center is here for you. So have a great New Year's, enjoy the holidays, and then if you feel led to just homeschool your kids, do it. All right, guys, just thanks for letting me share my heart today. If you feel led, you can like and comment on this podcast, share it with your friends. I'm also a part of a bigger podcast network, Hungry for Wisdom Podcast Network, with 4 other podcasters. So go check them out, and I will see you guys next week.